Okay, now very importantly is this thing. Let's look at if matrix A is given here 1, -2, 1, -2, -4, -9, and B is -9, 2, 4, -1. Those are given. Those are given. Now, sometimes if a matrix is special like this, 1, 0, 0, 1, we are going to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen. So let's consider a matrix A times this one, special one. What do we get? So row times column, row 1 times column 1, and row 1 times column 1 is like this. -1 times 1, -2 times 0. You put right here. What did we get? -1 times 1 is -1 because this one is 0. Okay? Now, row 1 times column 2. Row 1 times column 2. You should put on row 1, column 2. That's this spot. -1 times 0, -1 times 0. -2 times 1, -2 times 1. 0 times -1 is 0, so you end up with -2 right here. Similarly, you do row 2 times column 1, add together. -4 times 1 right here, plus -9 plus -9 times 0 right here. Again, 0 times this -9 is 0, so you end up with -4 here. Okay? Now, it's the turn for us to do row 2 times column 2. Row 2 times column 2, you should put the row 2, column 2, that's this spot. Okay? Yeah, row 2 times column 2. Then you should put row 2, column 2, that's right here. Okay, so -4 times 0, that's this one. -9 times 1, -9 times 1. Again, it's row times column. Row, column, row, column. Add together. -4 times 0 is 0. -9 times 1 is -9. So look, -1, -2, -1, -2, -4, -9. So this 1, 0, 0, 1 times this matrix, it looks like we didn't do multiplication. We still get this one. So this special matrix times this matrix, we get that. The same matrix. Then this matrix looks x like a 1. X like a 1. And then we denote this matrix by I. Okay? And it's called identity matrix. Identity matrix. So A times I, A times I, A is here, identity matrix is here, and then you will get the same thing. You may try yourself with this one, identity matrix times A. So identity matrix this time is on the left. A is on the right. You can still get the same matrix. Those are the details. You got to try yourself and calculate. You will find out that. So that's why identity matrix is like this. So we call this is identity matrix. Sometimes you have a one matrix A times another matrix. You end up with identity matrix. Is this the case? Look. -2, -1, -2, -4, -9, that's A. B is right here, -9, 2, 4, -1. Again, right here, you have a 2, 2. Then you end up is 2 by 2. So, start with row 1 times column 1. Row 1 times column 1, negative 1 times negative 9, and then plus negative 2 times positive 4. So negative negative is positive 9, negative positive is 8. So 9 minus 8 is positive 1. Now it's the turn for us to do row 1, column 2. Row 1, column 2 goes to row 1, column 2, right here. Negative 1 times 2, row 1. Negative 1 times 2 is right here. Negative 2 times negative 1 right here. Here is negative 2, here is positive 2. Add together is 0. So 1, 0. Okay. Now, and then here we have a negative 4, negative 9. Row 2 times column 1. Where you should put row 2, column 1 is this spot. Okay. Second row, first column. Negative 4 times negative 9 plus negative 9 times 4. Now you see negative negative, positive 36, negative positive, negative 36. Together is 0. Okay, is 0. Now is the turn for row 2, column 2. Row 2, column 2, put row 2, column 2, this spot. Okay, negative 4, row times column. Negative 4 times 2, negative 4 times 2, negative 8. And then negative 9 times negative 1, that's positive 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. So we do have a A times B is this one. So then what do we have? We have right here, it looks like is what? A times B is, you may put a remark here. A times B is just I, identity matrix, because this is I. Okay? Then B is called the inverse of A. And then B is called the inverse of A, then denoted like this. The inverse of A is denoted by A to the negative inverse. Since here B is the inverse of A, so B will be equal to A inverse. Okay? So B is actually the inverse of A. Again, you may do the things for B times I. I did A times I. Ask you to try I times A. You may do B times I and I times B. Okay, you will see this identity matrix will hold its property. Is B times I is still B, I times B is B. Remember, multiplication is row times column, add together. And here we have a notation or definition for identity matrix. Identity matrix looks like 1. Okay? And we introduced a notation or concept for inverse of a matrix. If one matrix times another, you get I, identity matrix, then one is called the inverse of another. Please review this lecture. I'll see you next time.